It seemed like it's has maybe slowed down with the rain and everything. Cool. Trying to see it. Yep, technology is working with us this evening. I don't know. We're starting to go through our second heat wave again, which is always a little bit daunting, but nevertheless, it'll be gone soon enough. So certainly not going to complain about a little bit of heat, especially as long as I've got air conditioning. Shalom, Sundu. How are you? Shalom, Rabbi Jenny. How are you? We will begin our Maariv service in just a few minutes. I don't live too far away from Lanham. It's kind of a little bit on the other side of the state, so it is about maybe 45 minutes away from me, but it's not too far considering. Hi, Sue Marie. How are you?
Doing good. Just I realized yesterday, for our service, I had my our Torah study. I had my volume way down. I thought, oh, I wonder if they even heard me. Yeah. Sometimes if I'm listening to calls or people are calling in, if I have it up way up, they come booming in.
Yes.
And then I boom. So I kind of have to find a level for it.
No, I understand. No, we heard you fine yesterday.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So do you still have family in near Lanham or in Lanham? Okay.
Hmm.
I'm glad to hear things are going well, Rabbi Jenny. Improved health is always the good direction. Hello, Susie. How are you? Well, shalom, the Erev Tov, everyone. My name is Rabbi Deborah McKenzie. I am located in Clarksburg, Maryland, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. I'm also a JSLI Rabbinical School alumna, and it is my honor and pleasure to be with you this evening. We will be using the Rabbi Deborah Sidur in the online Sidurim. We'll also use the chat function on Zoom, as well as our social media feeds of Facebook and YouTube. And so with that, let us greet each other with the Hine Matov. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Behold how good and pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. And shalom, Amy, and shalom, Ellen, how are you? Let the good in me connect with the good in others until all the world is transformed through the compelling power of love. So Reba, we'll have to talk about your knowledge and interest in the region. Thank you. Let us go to the our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Praise be the Lord, unto whom all praises are due. Praise be the Lord, unto whom all praises are due, now and forever. Erev Tov, Ellen Rose, how are you? Hello, Siona, how are you? Let us go to the Maariv Aravim as we embrace the change from day to evening. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. By your word is the evening dusk, and by your wisdom is the dawn. The day is designed wondrously, and the seasons are set in order. And by your will are the stars arranged in the sky. Adonai Tzavaot is your name. You create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-Maariv aravim. Amen. Let us go to the Ahavat Olam in English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai, our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel and everyone from around the world. Let us join together and affirm our faith with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. the eternal one is our God. The eternal God is one. Let us go to the V'ahavta in English. And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to do all these commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let us go to the Michamocha. Michamocha va'elim Adonai. Mikamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Norat filot osef eleh. Who's like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Let us go to the Hashkivenu, our request for protection. Make us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign in life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us and shelter us in the shadow of your wings. O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our going and our coming. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Praised are you, Adonai, eternal guardian of your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, shomer ramo Yisrael la'ad. Amen. Let us go to the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemer Rabbah B'yama divrach rutei Yamlich malchutei B'chayechon uvyomechon Uvchayedecho be'Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kariv V'imeru Amen Yehi Shemei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam olam Me'amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipuar v'yiromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei d'kudsha brichu le'ela min kol b'rachata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damirandama Imaru Amen. This time, let's have a moment of silent devotion, silent meditation, or silent reflection. And Shalom, Marvin, how are you? Shalom, Roland. How are you? At this time, let us go to Tfilat Hamidah, and let us lift our spirits and raise our hearts and stand humbly in prayer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'il Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Hakol, לזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, מביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, עזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מחכה חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמר אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. So at this time we have reached the Hoda'ah portion of our service. And you know, it's Monday always. It's Monday, but there's just so many things going on in our day-to-day lives, things that, you know, may be good, but still draw our attention, things that we may be doing, but maybe that's not what we really want to do. You know, we're searching ourselves. You know, the month of Elul just started, so we're technically in the season of penance and you know, reflection and thinking about ourselves and reflecting on our lives and where we want to be and what we've done and things that we probably shouldn't have done that we need to seek forgiveness for. And all these things really do kind of weigh on us and draw our attention. And that's not to mention all the things that we have absolutely no control over that are also weighing on us. So I would just want you to take this moment, this opportunity to just breathe and smile and be present in your own journey. I want you to take this moment to recall, reflect, and acknowledge those special moments in your lives, those lights, those achievements, those lessons learned, those loved ones, the kindnesses and good fortunes you've shared and received, moments when you've had when you experienced true joy, or when you felt a sense of true peace, or any of the many and varied blessings with which you have been blessed. I'm going to read the Hoda'ah aloud while you do so. And, if you are so inclined, please type in at least one item for which you are truly grateful. We proclaim that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors throughout all time. You are the rock of our lives, the shield of our salvation in every generation. We thank you and praise you for our lives that are in your hand, for our souls that are in your charge, for your wonders that and gifts that accompany us at all times, evening, morning, and noon. For you are good and your mercy is everlasting. You are compassionate and your kindness never ending. We have always placed our hope in you. Tiona is grateful for advice from her writing community. Amy survived her first day of work and hopes to succeed. Reba is grateful to enjoy services from Japan. And Sumeri is glad to be working. Susie is grateful for the ability that she has to give to poor people in donations, food, etc. I'm sorry to hear that, Roland. Ellen is thankful for this day and speaking to people she hasn't spoken to in a while. And Roland is grateful for having food and shelter. So Roland, I hope that I hope the feed comes through a little bit better for you. And Ellen is grateful to be Jewish. I am, as always, grateful to be with all of you. It is truly an honor and always a blessing. And you know what? I hadn't thought of it. Ellen, I think you made me think about that in your in what you're thankful for. And I think that I would want to be Jewish in this community if I weren't already. There's something about this special space that we create here that just makes it so wonderful. And Susie is thankful and blessed that I'm blessed to be with all of you, Susie. So that one is, we all share that one. We all share that. And I thank you all so much. Grateful for good health, grateful for feeling better, grateful technology's working, and grateful for all of you. For all these goodness and blessings, we shall ever praise and exalt you. May every living creature thank you and praise you faithfully. God of our deliverance and our help, praised are you, Adonai, who is the essence of goodness, to whom it is worthy to give praise. Amen, the Amen. As always, it is indeed worthy to give praise. And so, as much as we do so and we honor those things for which we are grateful, we know that there are those who are in need of healing, those among us, those who share our space, those who whose names we hold in our hearts and in our minds. And at this time, please let us join together and intend and pray for those who are in need of healing, who are in need of recovery, who are in need of restoration, hope, inspiration, encouragement, those who are in need of strengthening and comforting, those who are in need of relief, solace, acceptance, and peace. Please type in the names of those for whom you want the prayer for healing said. And as I read each name aloud, please join us together in our collective intention. Heal us, Adonai, and we shall be healed. Help us, and we shall be saved, for you are our glory. Grant complete and perfect healing for all of our afflictions. And may you who blessed our ancestors, may it be your will to send complete and perfect healing and restoration of body, mind, and soul too. Rabbi Galit and her husband Bob, Dorothy, Marlene, Naomi, Bill, and David, Dan Ben Rosa, Rabbi Galit's husband Bob, Chris Ben Tony, Quinn Ben Sue, Elizabeth Bat Margaret, Benjamin Noah Ben Chaya, the Taylor family, Chelsea Bat Karen, and all those suffering emotionally. And we also include Jerry Romanek, Evie Bourne, Betty Wood, and we also have all those who are suffering physically and emotionally. Jenny Botnina, Bob Slater, Rabbi Galit, Marvin, Marlene Batchaya. And we also have Chris, Joy, Jeff, Kathy, Chuck, Donna, Thomas Ben Catherine, Siona Bat Chava, those with COVID, survivors of violence and natural disasters, Pam, Hazel, Rabbi Galit and her husband Bob, Albert Madison, Valerie Madison, Marvin, Janice, Jeffrey, Avi, Cheryl, Roland and Judy Hanson, Rabbi Nancy. Mom McKenzie, thank you, Ellen. All about Rose, Perry Ben Betty, Jenny Batwana, Ula Bat Sylvie. The family of Rav Avi West. And if there are others, please type them in. I will add the Millsap family, the Whitehead and Tunic families, family and friends of Keith Jennings, Barbara Weintraub and family, the Boyds, the McCullen Mitchell families, Aaron, Maddie, Trey, Mayo, Bonnie, Malcolm and Rose, Terry Bernard and Mary and Joseph Aronofsky, Wendy and Patty Vogel, Shandell Bat Sharon, Mayor Ben Sorka, Hannah Bat Shandell, William Ben Julia, Leah, Yorlandi family, Batia Malkabas Perachaya, Susan, Chris, Angie, Ken, Theng Wen, the James, Adams, Williams, McKenzie, and Grant families, Bobby Joe Adams. We also include the Wright family. We also include the family of Richard Trumka. Family and friends of those who we also include those injured and family and friends of those injured in tragedies of 2021. We also include those with COVID-19 related illnesses, as well as family and friends of those lost to COVID-19 related illnesses. We also include our injured and wounded warriors and family and friends of those soldiers and war fighters and veterans who've made the ultimate sacrifice. We also include Tamara Becker. Thank you. We also include our brothers and sisters in worship who have been affected and impacted by causeless hatred, anti-Semitism, racism, misinformation, misunderstanding, psychological and physiological inconsistencies that lead to violence and fatalities. We also include Williola, Fred, Sarah, Zechariah, Zephaniah, Zion, Israela, Eitan, Rob, Richard, the Penedict Rashinta families. We include Marcia, Rachel, Bill, Gilaloma bat Rachel, bat Miriam. We also include Rob Jenny and her, and Dave Poland and Gladys. We include Rob Tony, the Terry family, the Cohen family. We include Rala, the Argaby and Chikiri families, and Steve Davis. And let's see if there are others. Along with all others who suffer. And may those who tend to those who are ill Adonai, including our first responders, our healthcare workers, our frontlines people, our essential workers, our clergy, and our teachers. May they be strengthened and encouraged so that they and we may serve by intending and attending to the restoration and serving as an instrument of your healing and reflecting your blessing and goodness in time of need. For you are the faithful and merciful God of healing. May this come to pass speedily in our day. Praised are you, Adonai, who is the healer of Israel, all people everywhere in all your creation. And let us say, Amen, the Amen. And for all those whose names we have said aloud, as well as those names we hold in our hearts and in our minds, for them do we intend and pray for a complete and speedy refuah shalema. Amen. Amen. At this time, let us go to the Aleinu. Hello, Barbara. How are you? Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotze breshit, shelo asanu ki goyei haratzot, velo samanu ki mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol amonam, v'anachnu kor'im, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yihyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. And it is said, and the Lord shall be sovereign over all the earth. And in that day shall the Lord be one, and Adonai's name one. At this time, let us turn our hearts and minds and remember those who've gone to the world beyond to their eternal rest. And even though these precious souls are no longer with us physically, we know that their lives, their legacies, their journeys are ever imprinted in our hearts and in our minds. Even with the passage of time, we still hold them ever, ever precious. If you are in mourning or are observing a yard site, please join me now in saying the mourner's Kaddish. And if you are so inclined, please type in the names of those whose memories you cherish and wish to honor this evening. Yetkadal v'yetkadash shemei Rabbah. V'yamadi v'rachrute v'yamlich machute. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedach beit Yisrael. Ba'galau v'zman. Kariv imru. Amen. Yeh shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipoar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dikudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yeh shlamar Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom bimrumal. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael. V'yal kol yoshvei tevel. V'imru. Amen. Tonight we remember Rav Avi West, Maggie Bat Drea, Sina Bat Aryeh, Catherine Bat Luli, victims of violence and natural disasters, those lost to COVID. Zizi the giraffe, April the giraffe, Robert Reber, Scott Whitehead, all those who lost their lives in Surfside, Florida, Wayne and Kat Bragg, Beth, Jackie Mason, Linda Norton, and Linda Knight. Some about Ida, all those killed by senseless gun violence in 2021, and all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. Linda Mason, Marilyn Hirsch, Denny Marantz, Sandy, Glenn, and Tom. I have that. Was that correct, Ellen? If there are others, please type in their names. In the meantime, I will add Steffi Wright, Richard Trumpka, Zora, Angeline McKenzie Adams, Leela Mae McCullough, Palmer Orlandi Sr., Father Jack McCaslin, Sylvia Dickerson DePetta, Russ Wallace, Byron, Keith Jennings, Christopher Adams, Herbert James, Edwin Weintraub, David Lee Millsap. Those who perished as a result of COVID-19 related illness. our soldiers and war fighters who have perished making the ultimate sacrifice, and those lost in tragedies of 2021. All souls are with you, O Sovereign. So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts into wisdom. And teach us to live wisely and unselfishly, courageously and fruitfully, in truth and in understanding, in love and in peace, so that our remembrance of them will be more than mere moments of remorse and regret, but rather serve as a catalyst for us to live more nobly and inspired. And may the names of those whose memories we cherish be for a blessing. And may we bring honor to them in our living. And may we become worthy so that those who come after us may likewise remember us for good, as we this day affectionately remember those who are unto us a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Well, Chaverim u'Mishpacha, we have come to the end of our Maariv service this evening. And as always, it is indeed an honor and pleasure to be with you. Of course, Sim Shalom has Maariv services every weeknight, Monday through Thursdays with JSLI rabbis. And of course, Kabbalat Shabbat on Fridays with Rabbi Steve Blaine. Additionally, we've got the high holidays coming up. We are in the month of Elul. So everything at times is coming real, very, very quickly. And 5781 is quickly going by the wayside. So this is the time where we start reflecting in ourselves, if we haven't begun to do so already, start preparing ourselves spiritually as well as physically and emotionally for the high holidays. Speaking of which, if you are in the New York area, Sim Shalom is still selling tickets to the bitter end for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So if you are there, then please feel free to purchase a ticket and drop in with the jazz trio. Also, if you are still aspiring to be a rabbi, there are still openings for JSLI and Jewish Spiritual Leaders Institute for rabbinical classes for becoming a Cantor. And if you want a primer, then the J-LEAP program, the Jewish Leadership Enrichment Program, is also available. All of that is available at jsli.net. So check it out if you're aspiring to do so, and go for it. Also, let's see, if you are studying this week's Parsha, this week, oh my goodness, this week we are looking at Parshat Shoftim, judgments. And in that Parsha, we get the famous line of justice, justice shall you pursue. Certainly not the only thing in this Parsha, but we do get Moshe Rabbeinu giving us a rundown of not only appointing judges and how justice system should work, there is a level of social responsibility involved in this as well. And so we are looking at how witnesses and how defendants are supposed to be, accused, and or the criteria for sentencing if they are found guilty, and that's with the credibility of two witnesses. Also, there are laws and mitzvot regarding what the king should do, and how a king is supposed to be appointed, and responsibilities of the king to know the laws and the commandments and the mitzvot, and not only know them, but write them down. And not only write them down once, but write them down multiple times, and to keep that with them and to use that as the king's counsel, if you will. So we don't talk about queens, but you know what? That probably applies and wouldn't hurt to apply to queens as well. So we do have that in this parsha. We also have the procedure that is followed when a person is, when we have these unsolved murder mysteries. We also have what's supposed to be done when we have an unsolved murder case going on, or someone has been slain, and there's there are no witnesses. So we get all of that in this week's Parsha Shoftim. So if you are studying this week's Parsha, I bid you great study. So with that, I think that is all I have for you this evening. I do want to wish you all a wonderful week, and please allow me to bless you with the threefold blessing as we go into our Monday evening or Tuesday. Yivrechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Thank you all so very much. Erev tov, boker tov, ulayla tov, shavua tov. Please be safe, please be well, please be blessed. Most of all, be a blessing. Use this time to shine your light. Use this time to reflect on yourself and shine your light. We are in such need of this light, this energy force that we possess, that only we can provide. That please go forth and shine. So thank you all so very much. Take care. I love you. I'll see you. If I don't see you later this week, I'll certainly see you next week, and some of you on Sunday. So take care. God bless you all and have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.